People who are married are 15% more likely to get promotions than unmarried men. But since you're watching this channel, I already know you're a hugless, kissless virgin. And since teaching you social skills would take me a decade, I will show you how to get those big promotions at your job by conjuring a fake wife. We all know the best way to get a girl is by already having a girlfriend. If you've recently entered a new relationship or gotten married, you'll find that way more women are showing interest and giving you attention. This is because by having a girlfriend or wife, it gives you social proof that someone else in the tribe has found something of value to you, something that makes you husband material. It signals that you are not a weirdo and are actually a productive member of society. And this cognitive bias doesn't just stop at prospective shagging partners, but also includes your employer. Which I guess could be also the latter. And I got the research to back this up. A study by Smith and Johnson 2015 looked over 1,000 employees and found that married men were 15% more likely to get promotions over their unmarried counterparts. And is this any bit of a surprise? Having a girlfriend really is a social superpower. Let's say you're conversing with one of your female coworkers and you start clearly hitting on them. They'll just think you're joking and having a good time, because having a girl back home is the perfect alibi. Even in situations where they call you out on hitting on them, having a girlfriend gives you the perfect fallback of saying, "Whoa, I'm a loyal man. Everything I ever said to you was just me being nice." Your coworkers will even gaslight themselves into thinking that you are not trying anything weird, even though I know you are, you weirdo. This gives you an additional Kevlar level defense when you eventually slip up and one of your coworkers files a complaint against you to HR. You can sit in that meeting and act completely offended at even the mere thought of you cheating on your beautiful fake wife. With all this social clout you gain, is it any wonder why married men get more promotions than unmarried ones? So now that you're on board, how do we fake a wife? First, we need to generate images of your fake wife. The easiest way to do this is with AI, and you can even have the AI put you into the images. Then you can also pick whatever stats and physical traits that you want to create the perfect promotion giving wife. But if you really want to optimize this, you want to pick physical features that you know your boss will find attractive. You see, the size of your promotion scales directly with how hot your wife is, but also how hot your boss thinks your wife is. However, if you're anti-AI, don't worry, because I got you covered too. Go on Instagram and find a girl with less than 1,000 followers. Make sure she does not live in the same city as you. This way, there's a 0% chance of any of your coworkers randomly running into her. Then, download all of her pictures from Instagram to your phone. Go on Fiverr and hire the most handsome Indian man to Photoshop you and the girl right next to each other. Once we have all the images ready, we want to save them as screensavers on our phone. Then, whenever you're speaking to one of your coworkers, you want to flash your phone open and make sure that they see that the girl you speak of in fact does exist. This will immediately increase your social clout, especially if the girl on screen is incredibly pretty. They will be shocked that a fat, ugly, bald, short bum like you was able to pull such dimes. Intuitively, your coworkers will think there's something more of value to you outside of work that they can't quite put their finger on. This will shroud you in this cloak of mystery that will elevate you in their mind. And if you do this to your boss, he'll think that you're some type of Giga Chad that needs to be promoted now. Now, we do want to have a convincing backstory for our fake wife. If you're in your 20s, an easy one is that your girl went back to university to pursue her master's or PhD, and your current job just doesn't let you move closer to her, so you're on long distance. It's really easy to understand, and most people won't think twice about it. Additionally, this long distance factor gives you an excuse for not bringing a +1 ever to the company Christmas party. Since in the modern economy, people job hop every 4 to 5 years, you can just reset the timer on the PhD or Masters every time you move to a new job, buying you more time to get those big fat promotions. Eventually later in life, you can even fake divorces so you can take advantage of unlimited PTO for your third trip this year to the Philippines. Then you can restart the cycle with your new wife that you've recently met, but she's having visa issues immigrating to the US. Now, let's say you've been a bit of a bum at work. You just haven't been pulling your weight in the team. Just fake the death of your wife. This way, your bosses will have to give you a pass for your poor performance. Then, when promotion season comes around, they'll have to give it to you since you're just a guy who's down on his luck. The best part about this strategy is you can keep faking your wife's death every time you switch jobs. But Mr. Saul's fiend, I hear you retort, this is highly immoral and just doesn't sit right with me. Well, you see, in the King James version of the Bible, it says, "For the love of money is the root of all evil, and thus to stack mad paper is the resolution of that evil." So, the only way one can be a good person is by unemployment. If you have a job, you know that morality doesn't make money. At the end of it all, money talks. Hello? What? No, I already have a phone plan. So, go out there and implement this procedure and let me know in the comments below how well it worked out for you. Did you ever get caught? Or were you able to successfully convince everyone around you of a fake wife while getting those big promotions? Then finally taking a trip to Southeast Asia in your late 40s and bringing back a girl that's 20 years younger than you to be your real wife? Or something like that? See you next time.